Big up everyone. What's happening, man? Back with another World Cup watch along. Spain versus Austria should be a good game, people. Fingers crossed we have a good game. Bless up. Bless up to everyone. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, people. But I'm expecting a good game. Didn't do a watch along yesterday, so your man Prophet is re-energized, and I am feeling a lot better. So yeah, people, rejuvenated, re-energized, whatever you want to say. And I'm ready to go again. Ready to go again. First one in the building, man like night time kid. Bless up, brother. Hope you're doing well. Big up. Big up. Honestly, I'm hoping for an upset. I don't know why, but I'm hoping for an upset in this game. Ooh. So yeah. Big up, man. It's a bit of a mad comment, but bless up nonetheless. Appreciate you, night time kid. Appreciate you in the building. Bless up, man. But yeah. And big up to my brother Emmanuel, man, as always. Bless up, bro. Hope you're doing well. Big up, man. Big up. 2 watch-alongs, man, today. We've got this game, and then we've got the Portugal game at 12 as well. The 12, it actually falls on the 3rd, so it's actually going to be played on the 1-year anniversary of it. You know what, people, I don't want to mention it, but yeah. So I'm hoping Portugal do win today. I'm not a fan of them, but today I want them to win. Or tomorrow. Kind of hope Austria win. I'm hoping for an upset myself, man. I want to see an upset. It gives me less games to watch in the next round because I only pick the big nations, so same here. Same here, bro. Hope Spain lose. To be fair, I don't really care, but if I had to pick, I'd rather Austria. And I do think Austria are capable of pulling off an upset, yeah. I do think they are more than capable. Game's about to kick off, by the way. I hate Spain. I don't have an issue with anyone, to be fair, at the World Cup. There's no nation I have an issue against. Footballing-wise, of course, game's kicked off, by the way, people. I don't have a problem with anyone at the tournament. Whoever wins, wins, in my eyes. No issue with no one. Feels like 1 decade since you last streamed. I just didn't stream. I just didn't do the game yesterday because they were all crap in my eyes. And look, I'm right. You know what I'm saying? All the games that I've picked have been good games, haven't they? You know, bar the Portugal Colombia one. It seems like the brothers are all picking the wrong games because I see Rasta wasn't happy with the Belgium game. Didn't watch it. He wasn't happy with the There was another game he wasn't happy with watching either. But yeah, man. I'm picking the right games, to be fair. My brothers are not making the best decisions at the moment, are they? Let's be real. To be honest, you have been right. It's almost like pick the nations with the best players, you know what I'm saying? And watch their games because they'll be the best ones. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing, and boom, I've been right. Senegal, I didn't watch the game that time, kid. I seen Belgium 1-3-2, but I didn't watch the game. The Congo one. Oh my god! Don't even get me started on the Congo one. Night time, kid. I was so annoyed that they didn't win and beat England because they were so close to doing it. But the second that game went 1-1, yeah, I knew England were going to have the momentum. I knew they'd score in extra time or whatever. Just knew they'd find a way to scam a win. Just knew it, man. Even if it went to penalties, I knew England would have got unlucky on penalties and gone through as well. I mean, yeah, man. Unlucky for Congo, but it's annoying. Wisha missed everything, did he? So he had a lot of chances and missed. Harry Kane is the man still. Yeah, Harry Kane saved England, let's be honest. If it wasn't for Harry Kane, they'd have gone out. They'd be on the plane back home. So they got to thank him, man. His goals was bangers. I'll have to have a look at them later. But I'm a bit annoyed that England not do still because they playing the way they play, they don't deserve nothing, man. They don't deserve no World Cup. It's annoying. Very annoying. It's unlucky from Congo, isn't it? But I see England are playing Mexico in the next round, and I think Mexico are going to give them problems. I can't lie. I think Mexico are going to give them a lot of problems. They did bad at the start, and then they magically get 1 or 2 goals at the end. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. That has happened at every single international tournament for them. The last Euros, same thing. They scammed their way to the final. Euros before that, same thing. You know what I'm saying? They always it's like luck is on their side, man. Hey, big up to Clive, bro. Bless up, Clive. Hope you're doing well. Big up, brother. Big up. Mexico won't miss the chances. Congo miss. No, they won't. Mexico are a decent. I say decent. Mexico are a good team. Mexico are a very good side people. They absolutely won't miss the chances that Congo missed. They've got a lot more quality than Congo have as well. So England are going to have a tough game against Mexico, and I do think that's where their World Cup comes to an end. Personally, I think that's going to be a step too far for them, and I think they end up losing to Mexico. But I hope Mexico don't just completely forget how to shoot on the day. That's my wish. I hope Mexico don't screw around and they don't forget to play football on the day. Fingers crossed, of course. But yeah, I think Mexico do them. And if they get past Mexico, people, big if, they play Brazil in the quarterfinals, and we know Brazil are going to deal with them. So they're going out either way. Can't lie, with all the games that are playing, most of them are boring. I hear you on that. Man is missing club football. We're all missing club football, man. Fernandez done his medical and now he should do his also today. Exciting times for you, Tom Kid. Enjoy it, bro. Me too. Yeah, Clive. Are you talking about Mexico there, or are you talking about the England situation, or are you talking about missing club football? Which one? But yeah, I'm missing club football as well, man. It's so much more interesting, and the reason I think we don't enjoy international football as much is purely because it's only around once a year, once every 4 years, should I say? You get a Euros every 2 years, you get a World Cup every 4 years. It's hard to really get excited and have momentum for it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about it. It's very hard to get momentum for it. I certainly don't have none. But I'm still doing the games regardless, and I have enjoyed some of the games. I can't lie. I have. I'm look, whenever football's on, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying, regardless of what it is. But yes, some of the games have been poor, man. They've been poor. But hopefully, now that we're in the knockouts, it should get a bit more entertaining. Like if Spain and Germany, France win, I don't feel anything. Yeah, because you expect those nations to do well, don't you? We know France's quality. We know how good they are in World Cups. We know Spain's quality. We saw Spain's quality in the last Euros. And we know, of course, we know Germany's quality as well, even though they're not really showing it at the moment. I don't know. Maybe it's how I feel today. Yeah, look, we all have our set opinions, but let's be honest. We all have our opinions on it. Big up to Natasha. Are you doing Mexico, England? Nope, I will not be doing that game. I vowed to do no England games, and I'm going to stick by that. I'll be watching it privately. I'll definitely be watching the game, but I won't be doing a watch along for Natasha now. But I'm sure King or Rasta King or one of them will be doing one. Sometimes I just have an off day. We all have off days in life, but it's nothing to apologize for. We all have days where we feel a bit down. But it's important you push through those days. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's the important thing. You know you've got a strong mind and a strong mentality if you're able to push through the days where you don't feel like yourself. You know what I'm saying? World Cup games, half of them are boring. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing every single game, Clive. Low-key. That's why I'm not doing every single game because it's too much games for starters, and they run at stupid o'clock times, and most of them are dead. I'm not staying up at 5 a.m. to watch New Zealand versus Ecuador because it's not worth it. Let's be honest, it's not worth it, and that probably ends up being a 0-0, which a lot of them have been. So they're really not worth it. So that's why I'm only doing the big games now. And to be fair, I've lucked out because the games I've watched have been decent. I think I'm having an off day today, so yeah, man. It's sure good night, Tom. You don't need to apologise for nothing. Sure good. Mexico to win. I think Mexico beat England too, Natasha. Yeah, I think England are going to get beat by Mexico. And even if they don't, Natasha, they're going to play Brazil in the quarterfinals. Brazil are going to have fun with them in the quarterfinals. They're going to have fun with them. If you take away Kane from the team, they're absolutely garbage. Exactly, bro. You take him out, they're not saying much, are they? They're not. Like, bro, if it wasn't McCain's 2 goals yesterday, England are out. They're out. They're on the playing back right now. So they got a lot of thanking to do to Harry Kane. A lot. Are you doing the next 2 games today? I'm doing the Portugal one, Natasha, at 12. But I'm not doing the one after that. I don't know who it is. But yeah, Portugal later on at 12, and then I'm doing Argentina tomorrow at 11, and then I'll have a look there from into the round of 16, which games are big, and I'll do those ones as well. I have them scheduled. But yeah, only the Portugal one, and hopefully they win because they are playing at 12, and it will be the 1 year anniversary of the Diogo tragedy. So hopefully they're a bit more motivated and they put in a good performance. My head's slightly hurting me still. It might be the warm weather night, Tom Kid. It's been really warm recently. It might be the warm weather. Rashford is yeah. Look, we've been saying that for ages though with Rashford. We know he's crap. You know what I'm saying? We know he's not good. Yeah, they're all poor, man. None of them are great. None of them are great now, Tom Kid. You're in trouble if those are your wingers. Clive, there isn't, man. There isn't. There's the Munoz transfer news. There's the Jacquet signing. There's a bit of news about Klopp to Germany, which I'm looking forward to that. If it's true, I think that's a really good move for him. There's the fixture leaks, of course, or the fixtures coming out. But I did put up a post, Clive, on the channel saying that I'm not going to be doing anything Liverpool related until after the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? Because the World Cup's taking all the focus, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's taking all the focus. There's no Liverpool related news. There's no, other than Tottenham, no one's done nothing yet. So I don't want to waste no one's time by going live doing Liverpool stuff. And plus, with the World Cup games I've got scheduled, it's way too hard to fit in a Liverpool stream. So it's why I've decided that until the World Cup ends, I'm not doing Liverpool content. But once it ends, I'm going to be right back in the routine of doing a daily Liverpool stream for sure. Just not now because I feel it's unfair. And I see a lot of big content creators kind of wasting people's time by just putting lives out there when there's nothing to talk about. You know, I think it's been a bit disingenuous to your audience, but each to their own, you know what I mean? But nah, nothing other than the regular stuff, Clive the Barcola stuff, the Diamande stuff. You know, if you class Jurgen as still being Liverpool related, then you got him potentially going to Germany to replace Nagelsmann. Otherwise, nothing much, bro. Saka didn't do anything in that game. I'm not surprised. He's poor, bro. And when I say he's poor, I don't think he's a crap player. I think he's a decent, average player, but he's nothing more than average, man. You know, when people are trying to compare him to Salah, get the hell out of here, man. One is world class, the other is not. You know what I mean? Absolute disingenuous and disrespectful to compare him to Salah. Fuck, I have been sick for a lot. Yeah, honestly, bro, just take some, just rest, bro. Rest, drink loads of water. That's the way in the summer if you feel sick. Every cross from England wingers fly over. I'm not surprised, bro. Their wingers are poor. Nighttime Kid. Saka's first touch was, yeah, I hear that, bro. Look, England's wingers are poor, man. The quality in that squad is poor. Even guys like Ollie Watkins, I don't rate them. Bro, if you're taking Watkins when you've got Tony available to you, I don't know what to say. Their squad is just poor, man. I don't rate it at all. I don't rate their squad overall anyway, people. Even if they take the good players, I don't give them much of a chance either. You know what I mean? Because I just don't rate England players like that, I'll be honest. I don't. Nah, he's awful. Saka, you on about? Yeah, he's just not. Hasn't grown into what people thought he'd be for sure. It's like Watkins and players like that will score 2 goals and then people call like that. Yeah, he's just 1 or 2 goals, man. How about doing it across 8-9 years? Then we'll talk here. Spot on that, Tom Kid. 1 or 2 goals in the game, people get overhyped. 1 good season, people get overhyped. How about you do it over the course of 8-9 years, 3-4 seasons? How about then? Then we can talk. Klopp or Sir Alex? It's only one answer for me. It's Jurgen Klopp, and I don't care if that's deluded. It's the way it is. Jurgen Klopp for me. Can't lie, I don't rate Bowen either. Might sound mine, but no, Tom Kid. I said that to be fair as well. I think Jared Bowen for me is a good squad player for a big club. For a big club, he's a good bench player, a backup for the actual winger. Like if we'd signed Bowen 2-3 years ago as backup for Salah, I would have taken that because I think he's good cover. But in no world is Jared Bowen good enough to be a starter at a big club. And yeah, I agree with you. Plus his age is crazy. He's 30 plus, man. You don't want to bring in someone of that age to be a starter. Bellingham is good, but you miss so many chances. Yeah, Bellingham is he's decent. He's decent, bro. But for England, even he doesn't really step up, does he? Let's be honest. No one steps up for them, to be fair. Rice was poor. I'm not surprised on that, to be fair. Not surprised on that. Rice was so terrible, so Rice did not have a good game yesterday. Honestly, I caught bits of it. I had it on in the background, but I woke up late, so I was just sleeping on the couch while the game was on low key, and then I saw the score at the end. You know what I mean? Yeah, Clive, come on, man. It's a Liverpool channel, boy. You're only gonna get one answer on that. You know what I'm saying? What a better game than the England game. Well, that's look, not, Natasha. I just don't want to watch England. I'll be honest. I made a vow to do no England games, and I was right because everyone's been saying this. They've been playing crap, so I'll do the Brazil Norway game. I'll do the France Paraguay game. There's two. Who else to do? Spain get do, I'll do their game. If Portugal get do, I'll do their game. And if Argentina get do, I'll do their game. But yeah, I'm not doing an England game. I'll watch it privately, but I won't be doing a watch along for it. No, King will be doing one, though, I'm sure. So people, you're more than free to join up with King. I can't lie, Bellingham being the better midfielder in the England team. Yeah, I don't particularly rate him either, though. You know what I'm saying? Keyword, not best, but because none are good recently in some other. Look, you know what they say. Sometimes you just end up being the best of a bad bunch, if we're being honest. And I think with Jude Bellingham, that's a perfect example. I think he is the best of a bad bunch, isn't he? Currently. But to make it make sense, England play like Arsenal easily. Yeah, man, this is very boring and side to side style football. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You do not want that. Big up to AR, man. Bless up AR. I'm not going to bring your comment up on the screen, bro, because that's a bit mad. I can't. Yeah, I'm not going to bring that up on the screen, but big up AR. Big up, man. And I think you've used poor wording there because that doesn't really make sense to say that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit out of line, so you're careful with your wording, please, AR. You know what I'm saying? But big up nonetheless. Big up. Big up to AR. Can't lie, people don't give England winger stick, bro. England are very they're media darlings. England are. Let's be honest. They're media darlings, not Tom Kid. They're media darlings. You know, Portugal got criticised in the media. In Brazil got cooked. England seemed to get a free hit for some reason. I don't know why, but they don't win nothing, but they still have they still get hyped up like they're gonna do something every tournament. They're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do nothing, man. We hear it every year and they do nothing, and then they start getting unbearable. Look at the way man are celebrating yesterday after beating DR Congo, people. Look at the way they're celebrating after beating DR Congo. I mean, if you're struggling against, no disrespect to DR Congo, but if you're struggling against them, what are you going to do against Brazil or Portugal or Mexico when you come up against them? You got no chance. You got no chance, man. You got no chance. They're giving Spence stick. Yeah, I've seen Tuchel's yelling at him. I saw a clip of it on TikTok. First off, Spence was the best player out there. Yeah, but to be fair, Tuchel was I see Tuchel yelling at him a lot. To be fair, he picks on Spence quite a bit. It's like, if you don't rate him, why did you take him? But why would you, if you don't rate him and you're always shouting at him, why did you take him to the World Cup to begin with? Rasta was so annoyed last night as Senegal got beat. I seen a bit of it, Natasha. I seen he wasn't too happy, yeah. But that's Rasta for you, bro. That's Rasta for you. But yeah, I seen he wasn't too happy. Well, I have recommended he picks better games, to be fair. I did recommend it to him last night. You know what I'm saying? England need to play like a team. They haven't played like a team in years. Clive, last time they played like a team was when they won the World Cup in '66. So I don't know, man. Everyone said when Southgate goes, you'll see the best of England. Well, he's gone now. And we've got Thomas Tuchel in, and Thomas Tuchel's been unable to do anything. Low key. Unable to do anything. England are high. Yeah, they're very overhyped here. Very, very overhyped. I agree. 100%. Haven't won a major at international level since '66, and they get spoken about like this. That it's mental. You know what I'm saying? You know, the plaudits should be going to Brazil, who have won the most World Cups and shown that they can win it. You know what I'm saying? Plaudits should be going to France. You know, plaudits should be going to Argentina, not England for winning nothing. France would demolish. Yeah, France would have fun with England, man. Just look at the quality of wingers France have compared to the quality of England's wingers England have. You know, you got Elise, Barcola, and Mbappe, and you compare that to Kane, Saka, Madueke. Difference is night and day, but you know they've got a much better midfield as well. Defensively, they're better. They have a better goalkeeper. They got a better. I'm not going to say they have a better coach. I still think Tuchel's a better coach than Deschamps, but yeah, France would have fun with England, but 100% if they played. Tuchel have too much problems, don't make Trent and others. Yeah, to be fair, I find it kind of funny that he didn't take Trent. You know, the Liverpool side of me finds it funny that he didn't take Trent. Finds it very funny, but they could have done with taking him. To be fair, they could have done with taking him still. But then there's other players that didn't go. Palmer never went. Foden never went. Have I said something? I don't know. Like Tom Kid, you just put what there. I'm not sure what I've said wrong. But yeah, a lot of England players didn't go. You know, Trent, as much as I find it funny, like I said, should have gone. I would have taken Foden, you know what I'm saying? He could have made a difference. I would have taken Palmer as well. I think he would have made a difference. Who else did they not take that? I think they should have definitely taken Ivan Toney, man. I would have taken Ivan Toney ahead of Ollie Watkins. I don't know, man. They made poor decisions with the players they took. Thomas Tuchel did. Isn't Tony in? I don't know. No, Tom Kid, I didn't see him on the thing when I looked, but maybe he is and I got it wrong. But I haven't looked at their team. I just know they've taken a bad team. I've heard a couple of names and I'm like, yeah, that's bad. That is bad. You know the ones there. He has, not Tom Kid, but well, so has Madueke for Arsenal. What's that guy done for Arsenal? Why does he deserve to go? You know what I mean? Okay, so someone just Ivan Toney is in the England squad, people. Ivan Toney is in the England squad. I've made a mix up there. Like I said, guys, I don't know who England's team squad is. I just know that they took a couple of players that I don't rate. You know, what I need to hear is the likes of Madueke, the likes of who else? Ollie Watkins, and I know it's not a great squad, so he is in the team. He should play, man. He should play more often. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't moved a needle for Chelsea that season. Palmer was crap, man. No one spoke about it though. You know what I'm saying? No problem talking about how bad of a season Salah's had, but for Palmer, it's all right. We'll give him a free hit. You know what I'm saying? Perfect apologies for that comment. Yeah, you just worded it poorly, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't bring that up on screen. You know, it was very poorly worded, but I appreciate you for apologising, man. Big up. Just careful with your language, brother. That's all. Well, Tuchel, you should just maybe, man. Maybe not a Tom Kid, but then you got no experience. You know what I'm saying? You can't really win a World Cup tournament with that younger players. You know what I mean? Yes. Big up to Vigilante, bro. He just messaged me and told me that Tony's in the team. Did they take Kobe Main? Yeah, they took him. I remember seeing him on the pitch a while ago. He's gone with them. Yeah, Manuel, he's gone with them, bro. He's gone with them. It's just not a great team, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be fair, it's not just England, man. I know it sounds like I'm picking on England here, but a lot of nations didn't pick a great squad. Portugal didn't exactly pick the best squad. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think Brazil made a couple of poor decisions. I think Ancelotti made some bad ones. France, I think, then they picked the right squad. Germany as well made a couple of poor decisions with their selection. Don't know much about Spain's team, to be fair, with them one or two others. I think Argentina picked the right team. But to be fair, it's not just England, man. Portugal did it. Brazil did it. Who else did I mention? Germany did it. You know, some of the players that should have gone and haven't gone is crazy. I'm not sure. Again, like Tom Kid. I'm not sure, man. France. Is Kante, guys? Has Kante gone to the France? Is he with the French team or not? N'Golo Kante, is he with them or not? Not too sure. Probably not. Not Tom Kid. Solanke's injured. Yeah, he's not there then. Is Vigilante watching the stream? I think he is. Not Tom Kid. He's probably just not in the chat. He's probably just watching it. Big up to Viz though if you are watching, man. Big up, brother. Kante's there. He should play, man. He should play. Playing for the experience, you know, the one's there. But to be fair, guys, you know, dare I say, Mbappe is showing himself up to be captain wherever he's in. he is showing himself up to be captain worthy. You know, he's stepping up for France big time. And look, any player who steps up for their nation will get my respect always. You know what I'm saying? And Mbappe is stepping up for France when it matters. Kante should be benched. Fair enough, night time kid. He's old and that Mbappe is captain. Yeah, I find it a bit mad that Mbappe is the captain. I do find it a bit mad. But then again, in my head, I'm thinking that Kylian Mbappe is still young. He's 27 now. He's meant to be in his prime. So I kind of understand it. But in my head, I always see Mbappe as that youngster still. And to think he's 27 now is crazy. You know what I mean? I remember when that guy broke out for France in the World Cup 2018. It's mad. Yeah, Elise is quality, not a kid. Quality, man. Best right winger in the world, in my opinion, personally. Right now. Yeah, Natasha, they did get him. It's a good signing. United miss out again, Natasha. That's 2 targets United had that have chosen Tottenham over them. It seems like no one wants to join United nowadays. It's mad. You know, they're probably going to end up panic buying, like you say, Natasha. They'll end up panic buying. Carrick will get sacked and then they'll have Southgate at Christmas. The script is getting written and it's looking well. You know what I'm saying? Hall, Trent, Maguire, Gibbs, White, Wharton, Palmer, Welbeck. None of them guys went. Okay, from that list, I would have taken Trent. Begrudgingly. I would have taken Palmer. I would have taken Foden. I would have taken Wharton. Wharton not going is a bit mad. I would have taken Maguire as well. He just stepped up for England, to be fair. Welbeck, forget about it, man. Forget about it. Yeah, he is, guys. Big up to Vigilante, man, watching, having dinner and watching. Big up, bro. Make sure you do sub to Vigilante, people. Please do get his links in the chat. Both his channel links. Big up to my brother, man, as always. Imagine Elise, Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. starting for Madrid. Well, that's not going to happen that time, kid, because Bayern rejected the Elise bid. So that's not going to happen, bro. But that would be a cold front three, don't get me wrong. I've seen they're going after Cooper Jr. Who, Tottenham? They're moving crazy, man. They're having a crazy window. Now they're going to go after Cooper Jr. That is mad. You know, the only club doing business at the moment is showing more ambition than everyone else from England, so fair play. Time flies, bro. It does fly. It does, man. It really does. It really does, bro. Lise could have played for England. Maybe, but he chose France, didn't he? And I think it's a smart decision because he's more likely to win at international level with France, if we're being honest. So do I not, Tom Kid? I remember when he was at Monaco as well. I remember that as well. What did I say? I didn't say nothing. What have I said? Guys like Foden and Palmer will make a difference. They would have, Emmanuel. I know they haven't had a great season at club level, but they probably would have been better off than what England took in the end. You know, I don't know. I just, again, it's weird decision making from Thomas Tuchel, ain't it? Savinho deal should be done soon. What, the City Savinho, yeah. The Brazilian guy. Yeah, he'll be a good player for Tottenham. He's a good player for City anyway. I don't know why they haven't given him a chance and they're looking to sell him, but that's good, man. We're eyeing Nusa. We need another attacker, not sure who. No, I didn't. I said he made the correct. I said he could have. Well, I don't know. Natasha said it. I'm just going off of what Natasha said. You know, no, AR said it. My bad. I'm just going off of what AR said. You know, I'm saying he made the correct decision picking France because he's more likely to win at the international level with France. That's what I said, Nighttime Kid. To be fair, AR never said that though, Nighttime Kid. He said Elise could have played for England. You've read his comment wrong, bro. He said he could have played. He didn't say he should have played. He said he could have played for England. You read it wrong, bro. 27 minutes in, 0-0. There's nothing to talk about here, people. Nothing's happened. It's been a bit of a crap game. It's all good, Nighttime Kid. All blessed, bro. All blessed, but how are you feeling about your window, man? I haven't had the chance to ask you. How are you feeling about the Tottenham window? Are you happy? What would you rate it out of 10 so far? Let me know, brother. Yeah, you said could. Yeah, I know. It's not Tom Kid misread it, but it's all good. It's all good, man. How are you feeling that, Tom Kid, with your club's window? Let me know. Do let me know, please. Hopefully you're enjoying it. 8 out of 10 wingo. 8 out of 10 wingo. Why did I say wingo there? 8 out of 10 window. so far, but we need attackers. Hopefully you get them, man. But I'm gonna need you to wind Navasta up a bit more on that topic. I've been a bit disappointed. I've been in the chat and I don't see you winding him up as much as I'd like. You need to be winding him up more, bro. A lot more. I've seen his live later for Portugal. Please, you need to wind him up more, man. They've lost 2 players to you now, Tonali and Fernandez. You need to wind him up more, man. And Natasha as well. You need to be on it as well. I expect to see you guys in it. I'm gonna be looking at the chat for his game against Portugal, and I might ask him to join up as well, actually. But yeah, man, I need you guys to be onto him more. You're taking it too easy on him. Big up Suge, man. Bless up to my brother Suge. Hope he doing well. Spurs want to win. To be fair, I don't think you can ever put Spurs and winning in the same sentence. But 1-0 Spain, people. Cucurella scored from the corner. 1-0 Spain. But they're doing good business so far. That's what I'll say. But yeah, it is, at the end of the day, obviously it's Tottenham we're talking about. No disrespect, but they're not known for winning. But I give credit where it's due, and it's been a good window so far. But it's disallowed. Goals disallowed, people. They have disallowed the goal. As of right now, yeah, they're having a good window for sure. Madrid players at it again. Yeah, man. Cucurella is a Madrid player now, isn't he? Yeah. Keep forgetting. Man plays for Brazil. They're going to VAR this, aren't they? Let's be honest. We know this is going to VAR. Profit on a wind-up. I'm not on a wind-up. I'm being serious. I don't think you can ever put Tottenham and winning in the same category because you're not known for winning big trophies, really. But I also caveat that by saying you're having a very good window so far. And out of all the big 6 clubs, you've probably been the most ambitious so far in the window. That's all, man. I'm not taking no slide digs or nothing, bro. Nothing like that. Spurs want to win the Premier League, I think. Let's calm down a little bit here. They're having a good window so far, but calm a bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good start for them, and their fans should be happy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, Tom Kidd. It's not out of the realms of possibility, is it? If Arsenal can win the league after 8-9 years of investment, finally, under Mikel Arteta, then why can't Tottenham win a cup under De Zerbi or something? It's weird. It's a weird footballing world we live in at the moment. So, yeah, man. You see, now Tom Kidd, he's now Tom Kidd's a smart Tottenham fan. We won't win anything near that. Yeah, I'm saying you can compete. I'm not saying you can't compete. I'm just saying there's a difference between competing and getting over the line. And I don't know if Tottenham are capable of doing that. Plus, I don't think Roberto De Zerbi is kind of proven yet he can win at the biggest level. Just my opinion, people. Take what I say with a pinch of salt. That's all. But yeah, man. When I look at our window so far and I look at Tottenham's window, I'm a bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit jealous because they're having a better window than we are so far. You know what I mean? Now, I do think Liverpool's window will pick up, and I do think we'll get some good signings in. But just a little bit frustrating that it hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? Spain are coming forward again. The goal was disallowed, by the way, people. It didn't stand. But Austria are doing well so far with 31 minutes in. They've kept Spain at bay here so far, but is this only a matter of time? Nah, we did knight Tom Kidd, but we need more, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I say we need more, we only need about 4 signings, I'll be honest. We need actually less than that now. We only need a right winger, another centre-back and a DM. And I think we can go next year and be back where we need to be. But all I'm frustrated about is the fact that we haven't moved sooner, you know what I'm saying? But I think we will. I'm positive that we will, man. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's an 8 a bit too high. Still need a striker and depth. Also getting rid of a few players, I'd say 7 max, but definitely a really good start. Yes, huge. They've had a good start, but they're probably going to end up selling a lot as well, you know what I'm saying? Because I made this point in the group chat yesterday. It's a bit weird that they're able to spend this much money considering they're not in Europe. You know what I mean? So, certainly a good start, but it's like you said, there's still work to do for Tottenham, especially after the last 2 years they've had. It's Kevin Danso playing, Spurs player. Who for us? Does he play? I didn't even know he was. I'll be honest, Night Kid, I didn't know he was Spanish or Austrian. I had no idea. I don't see him on the pitch though. To be fair, guys, that's a very good midfield now. You know, you got Tonali and Fernandez as a double pivot. You know, that is a very, very solid midfield. Low key, both of them in a double pivot. That's a good midfield. Working on the attack. And I said 8 for the window. If we get attackers, it's still at 8. So who's your striker pick, Night Kid? Because you definitely need a striker, brother. 100%. Who would you pick to be the striker next season? Who would you go for? Let me know. Nah, bro, come on. You need a better goalkeeper. Let's be honest. You need a better goalkeeper, bro. Let's be honest about that. You need a much better keeper. I'm not saying Kinski's bad. He's credit to the guy for bouncing back the way he did after the Atletico Madrid game, but you need better, bro. You need better. You can't have someone like him as your number one if you want to be serious and win stuff. Dusan from Juventus. Any other jokes you want to make, Night Kid, or is this the only one? Let me know, bro. If you want to make any more jokes, let me know, and we'll be happy to bring them up and laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to make any more jokes, feel free, bro, and I'll happily bring them up, and we'll all have a good laugh together. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a good start. Who's the Spurs 10? Spurs get the Congo goalkeeper. Where does he even play? This makes me laugh, yeah, because one, the guy hasn't even been playing professional football up until this season. Let's be honest. Where was he 3 years ago, 4 years ago? So, you know, Night Kid, I've been very complimentary about Tottenham, but you're going to start sending for my players. I can very quickly change that and start cooking, because I think out of all the boys, me, Vigilante, King, and Rasta, I actually stick up for Tottenham. But you're going to start sending for my players, bro. That can very easily change. That can very, very easily change, bro. I can get bad as well. I take it easy. I can get really bad if I want to. I can get really, really bad. So keep that in mind, yeah. Keep that in mind. Madison starts in the 10. Oh, he's back. He's fit next year, isn't he? Yeah, it's all good, Night Kid. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Hope, and I don't want players who just done good at a World Cup alone that won't convince me to sign him. No, you can't, because he's more successful than your club. He's won more than your club so far. I've just inadvertently cooked Tottenham there. I think that's 1-0 Spain, people. Yeah, 1-0 Spain. 1-0 to Spain, people. I'm just saying that, Tom Kid. He's won more than Tottenham have. But I don't even mean that as a... See, look at that. He's made me cook Tottenham there. Yeah, game's done. Looks like it, man. Spain are going to control this now like crazy. I actually agree with this comment, Tom Kid. I agree with this. You don't want to bring players in just off of a good World Cup, because the prime example of that is James Rodriguez when he balled up for Colombia in that 2014 World Cup. Ends up getting signed for Real Madrid. Has all this expectation around him, and he completely didn't live up to that. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. I don't think you should ever buy a player just because they've had a good World Cup. Austria don't have anything really. There's a couple of good players in that Austria team, to be fair. You got Sabitzer in there. You got one or two decent players, but overall, yeah, it's not as talented as the Spain team, obviously. Pavard also, yeah, Benjamin Pavard from France. Where does he play nowadays? Is he in the Bundesliga or something? I can't believe he's been awful since after that World Cup. Scored a screamer in that 2018 World Cup night. You remember the goal he scored against Argentina? What a strike that was. Yeah, man. And that's another player who had a good World Cup and then just completely disappeared. You know what I mean? So it furthers my point about not just signing players because they've got or have a good World Cup. He's in the French league now. He was in the Bundesliga a while back. I remember he was I think think he was at Bayern at one point. I'm sure he was with Bayern at one point, people. I'm sure he was with Bayern at one point. Stop letting the score there. Yeah, I remember. I think Griezmann also has been poor since the World Cup. Griezmann's a good player, man. I do rate Griezmann. He's a player that I do think is a good player, but was very good at Atletico Madrid. He then went to Barcelona, flopped. And I'm not going to lie, but that guy is very lucky that Atletico Madrid took him back to begin with. After what he did, the way he left, he's very, very lucky that he's very, very lucky that Atletico took him back, because they could have easily said, nah, get lost. But yeah, he's gone back to Atletico and he's been good for them. Just didn't cut it at Barcelona. Yeah, but to be fair, no one's been able to drag Atletico to stuff. Yeah, they've been poor for a while now. They've been poor for a while. You know, Atletico aren't known for winning big stuff, though, let's be honest. They're not the big team in Madrid. It's Real, isn't it? Rastus in the Portugal game, you should join it for Watchalong. I'll ask him, Natasha, I'll see what he's saying. Big up to AFC always, man. Profit, big up. Nothing worse than losing someone to hate that disease, my missus' dad's girlfriend. Oh, that's AFC always. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That is, wow. You know, RIP to her. Condolences to your family, brother. You know, that is absolutely mad. That's mad, bro. You know, praying for you, praying for the whole family. Hopefully, you know, you guys can get through it, but that's tough. But you're right. There's nothing worse than losing someone to that. Nothing worse, but so sorry to hear that, bro. So sorry to hear that. If you ever need to talk, brother, we're all here, man. I'm certainly here. But yeah, that's horrible news, man. So sorry about that. So sorry, man. These fans spends at the World Cup when France lost. It was poor. Yeah, you're talking about the World Cup, the last World Cup, aren't you? Two with players missed them. I don't even remember. You're gonna have to You're gonna have to refresh my memory. I know we went to a shootout, and I know France lost. I don't know who took the penalties though. Can't remember. I don't blame you, AFC always, but it's tough. It's very tough, bro. But if you ever need anyone to talk to, I'm here for sure, brother. I'm here, man. Sorry to hear that, AFC always, man. Very sorry to hear that, brother. It's kind of made me sad now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's very tough. We've all lost family members to that, so we can all relate. It doesn't get easier. Never gets easier, man. Ruben Neves' career, what has he done really? Ruben Neves is class now, I'll be honest. He never got a chance at a big club. I think he easily could have played for Man United or Liverpool. I would have loved to when Diogo was still here. I would have loved us to sign Ruben Neves because I know they were best friends and we could have done with a link up like that. But Ruben Neves is a good player, but he just never had a chance at a big club. For Portugal, he steps up. You know what I'm saying, but he easily could have played for Man United or Liverpool if we'd made a move for him, and he would have been a good player for either of us. You're on about Ruben Neves from Wolves, by the way, aren't you? That's the one you're talking about. Because yeah, I think he's incredibly underrated. Camavinga and Tuchemeni missed. Yes, I remember. Yes. AFC always no worries, mate. Listen, anytime you need to speak, man, I'm here, man. I'm here, brother. I'm sure Rasterstocks, Vigilante, and King are the same. You know what I'm saying? But anytime you want to talk, need to talk, I'll always be here. That goes for anyone else in the chat, people. Anyone. You know what I mean? Coutinho and Rakitic wasted time. Rakitic actually probably had a better career than Coutinho, to be fair. Rakitic did step up a bit. But Coutinho is a big what if, man, because telling you guys that Coutinho had the potential to be a Liverpool legend, low-key. He could have been alongside Alisson, alongside Van Dijk, alongside Salah, Firmino, Mane, one of our legends if he'd stayed. He could have been in that caliber that they are. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. That it's a perfect example of don't listen to your heart. Sometimes listen to your brain. And Coutinho, he didn't listen to his brain. He listened to his heart. And look at him now. Someone who was forgotten, but the talent that guy had, unreal, man, unreal player when he was here. You know what I'm saying? Back when Brazilian players were actually decent. You know what I'm saying? Back when they were decent. AFC always no worries, brother. Anytime. Of course, man. Never hesitate. Man. If you ever need to talk, anyone ever needs to talk, I'm open. I'm always open. Rakitic didn't go to his full potential. No, he didn't. But he still had a better career than Coutinho did. You know what I'm saying? Coutinho's career when he left us went downhill. Went to Barcelona, had 2 seasons there, didn't work out. They didn't want to get rid of him. They offloaded him to Bayern. He had a bit of a rejuvenation at Bayern, but they didn't sign him up permanently, which is a bit mad. Went back to Barcelona. Again, they were trying to get their hardest to get rid of him. Went to Villa. Didn't do well at Villa. Went to Qatar. Didn't do well over there. Now he's back in the Brazilian league. So it's a sad story, man, because he was a great player. He was a great player. And it's like Klopp said, you stay at Liverpool, you'll have a statue built after you because he was that good. He genuinely was that good, people. I'm telling you now. If people don't remember how good Coutinho was for Liverpool, I'm telling you, that guy was a magician. Klopp's right. You stay here, they build you a statue. We build you a statue. You go there, you're just another player. And Klopp knows what he's talking about, man. Klopp gets it, and he was right, wasn't he? Coutinho just goes down as a what-if story now when he could have been so much more. Sorry about someone living with that. Using my dad from the same and not able to see him. It's huge. I'm sorry about that. So I had no idea, bro. I'm so sorry, it's huge again. And yeah, you can relate, huge, because you're unfortunately dealing with similar circumstances. But it's tough. It's very, very tough, man. But big up, huge, man, for the kind words as always. I'm sure AFC always appreciates that a lot. Sorry to hear that, AFC always, man. Again, that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's such a horrible thing to lose someone to as well, isn't it? Such a horrible thing to lose someone to. You know what I'm saying? 100% AFC always. I agree, man. We have the best community on YouTube. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the day. I say this all the time, and I'll say it again. It's football is just a game. It's something that unites everyone together. But there are much bigger things in life than football, like the health and well-being of our loved ones. That's always going to be more. So, you know, we have the best community on YouTube, man. 100%. We're all different. We all have our different personalities, but we fit so well with each other, which is great. You know what I mean? If you want to crash out, you can go and watch Vigilante. You can go and watch Rasta. They'll provide you that. Whereas if you want something a little bit calm and collected, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Even King is right there as well. But you know what I mean? We all are so different, but we work so well with each other, which is what I love. And yeah, man, the chat is great as always. The chat, man. The people we have in the chat, great. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys watching us consistently. And that means so much to people like us who are just starting out. It really does. Life isn't promised to make the most of every day. It isn't, AFC always. It isn't, man. It isn't. It isn't, man. Life isn't. Tomorrow's never guaranteed, so live today like it's your last, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The amount of people I know that have gone because of freak accidents and that, and their loved ones never got to say goodbye because they thought, oh, they're just going around the corner to the shop, but they're just going to take a drive, they'll be back. And something happens and boom, can't say goodbye. Live every day to your fullest. Tell your loved ones every day you love them. When you leave the house to go drive or somewhere, tell your parents or tell your wife before, or your kids even, before you leave, I love you, because you never know what's around the corner. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's around the corner. I don't know, man. I've learned a lot the last 2-3 years. You know, I've learned a lot. You know, the Diogo tragedy taught me a lot as well, because I've seen players come and go, but you know, I never thought I'd be in a situation where a player who plays for my club ends up tragically no longer with us. You know what I'm saying? It taught me a lot about how these people are human beings as well. You know what I'm saying? They have lives, they have loved ones, they have family members. You know what I'm saying? So now, naturally, whenever I criticise a player, I think twice, because I'm like, is it worth it? Because you never know what's around the corner. I criticised Diogo a lot in his last year at Liverpool. You know, he was injured. He was injured a lot. Didn't really step up as much as he did in years gone by. And I criticised him a lot at times, and I do that never knowing what was going to happen or what came around the corner. And now it's something I deeply regret, because, you know, I wish I hadn't have said it. So now I just think twice before I badmouth a player or say anything bad about a player, because you never know what's around the corner, man. Never know what's around the corner. You know, it's just a game. life's more important at the end of the day. It's probably why I'm so calm and relaxed about football nowadays, because I just don't take it deeply and seriously like that no more. You know what I mean? I've learned there are bigger things in life, but I still love my club, of course. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Listen, man. Listen. Always, always. Senegal bottled last night for me. That I didn't watch the game. If she was, I seen Rasta was happy about it though, but I never watched the game. But yeah, I thought Senegal would win that. Because I don't particularly rate Belgium's squad, but Belgium got it over the line in the end. Yeah, again, that's another tragic story, because we know tomorrow is going to be an emotional day for the club. It's going to be an emotional day for our players, for Diogo's family, because tomorrow, in case you didn't know, people, it is the 1 year anniversary since Diogo tragically died tomorrow. It's crazy it's been a year, but it has. And a couple of days before that, Gakpo unfortunately loses his child in terrible circumstances, and it's not great when we know it's already going to be a tough week ahead for us. To have that news as well, it's not great, man, honestly. Yeah, I know they went out. I know that Netherlands went out, but I'm so happy that he got himself a goal in that game regardless, because I felt he needed that, and I'm so happy for him. Yeah, there are bigger things in life than the game, and I will always think twice now before I badmouth a player. You know what I'm saying? Always think twice. But apologies, people. I don't mean to get emotional and a bit. I don't mean to get all like that, but it's it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough day tomorrow. It's gonna be a tough day tomorrow, and I'm feeling it a little bit, because I just can't believe it's been 1 year since we lost Diogo. Like, time just really flies like that. It's half time, by the way. Yeah, it's 1-0 Spain. You know what I'm saying? And I do hope that Portugal really step up tonight and play for him and get a result. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. As for this game, people, what can I say other than not great? Spain haven't been the best. Austria haven't offered much, but on the balance of play, is it a fair result? Probably is. You know what I'm saying? It probably is, but yeah, not great. Not great, man. Incident at the parade. Yeah, the incident at the parade was crazy. Yeah, I was there as well at the parade, so obviously, luckily, no one was harmed too badly there. But that was meant to be a day where we all celebrate, and someone ended up ruining that. A couple of weeks later, we end up having the Diogo situation. Obviously, yeah, justice for 97 as always. We do that every year, and then Gakpo's newborn. It's been a tough year, man, since winning the league. It's been a very tough year since winning the league, isn't it? Imagine winning the league, yeah. Imagine someone told you we'd win the Premier League, but we'd end up losing one of our players in tragic circumstances. It's mad. It's crazy. I don't think any of us would have taken it. It's been a year. It's been a year, man. It's tough, man. It's tough for FC always. It's not. It's tough for us as fans, but imagine how his parents feel, man. And I sound disingenuous, but it wasn't just Diogo. It was Andre as well. Andre Silva also lost his life that day. Imagine what his parents feel like. Imagine what their wife feels like. You know what I'm saying? The children, everyone. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's very tough, man. And it's a situation that no one should ever be in. But yeah, gone but never forgotten. AFC always gone but never forgotten. I'm okay, Natasha. It's tomorrow is going to bring up a lot of memories for me. You know what I'm saying? It was a very dark day. 3rd of July was a very dark day for me last year. For the Liverpool community, for Diogo Jota's family, everyone that knew him. And that's all going to be remembered tomorrow. So I'm not looking forward to it. There's going to be a lot of... I'm sure the club will put out something lovely, as we always do. We always do something lovely when moments like this happen. So sure there'll be... I'll wake up tomorrow and there'll be something lovely on this club's social media. But it's not going to be a good, easy day. It's not going to be an easy day at all for any of us. But I'm okay, Natasha. I'm okay. I'm doing well. Surviving. Just got to push through everything in life, you know what I mean? Got to push through everything. But people, big up, man. We've got this game coming up. I'll have the game at 12 coming up as well. Portugal versus Croatia. and tomorrow we'll have the Argentina game. Then I'll have a look at what's coming up after that for the round of 16, and I'll schedule the games that I think are worth doing. You know what I'm saying? But correct me if I'm wrong. If Spain win and Portugal win, that sets up a round of 16 game between Spain and Portugal, isn't it? Which is going to be a good game. So I'll certainly be doing that if it happens. Yeah, Clive, RIP Diogo, man. As always, RIP Diogo. That's why I'm rooting. I don't usually root for Portugal, but I'm rooting for them tonight. Off topic, people. I think this looks so much better with the background like this, rather than having the separate background and having two each. I think it looks better how I've big screened it, so I'm happy that I made the decision to do that. Are you not doing the Egypt game tomorrow? Nah, Natasha, I don't see. No disrespect, but I just don't see it as a big game and a game worth doing. So I won't be doing that. Who are they playing? Can someone remind me who Egypt are playing? Please. If I know who they're playing, maybe I'll change my mind, but yeah. I don't see it as a big game, so I decided to leave it. But I can't even remember who they're playing now. Yo, big up Andre, man. Big up to Andre. Hope you're doing well, man. Big up. Bless up, brother. Man. Yeah, Natasha, not worth doing. No disrespect to either teams, but yeah. So like I said, I know which games to pick because I know what games are going to entertain and which ones aren't. And that is not going to entertain people. It's just not, is it? Let's be honest. It's not. But now is where it starts to get serious, man. The round of 16. Because it's now do or die, basically, isn't it? You either win or you go home. What are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing while I'm watching the game? Is what I'm doing. I'm doing a watch long that time, kid. What do you mean, what am I doing, Bob? But big up to yourself on the other account. Bless up, bro. Night time, kid. Sometimes you draw me off, man. You draw me off sometimes. Oh, by the way, people, side note, in case anyone cares, we're not a Chelsea channel, of course, we're a Liverpool channel, but I think Xabi Alonso officially became the Chelsea manager today. I think he officially signed in. Spain have had 84% possession, by the way, people. 84% possession for Spain, 16% for Austria. Wow. Talk about domination. Wow. 84% possession to Spain. I know Spain love the ball, but wow. Yeah, complete domination in terms of possession from the Spanish here. Big up Luis Gomez Jr., man. Spain are cooking. Yeah, man. Spain are doing their thing. They're doing their thing, bro. Yamal needs to score. Is he even playing? I haven't noticed him, to be fair. Man, like Lamine Yamal. Then again, I've been interacting more with the chat, to be fair. Interesting indeed, bro. Very interesting. But then what was I saying before that? Yeah, Alonso's been officially confirmed as the Chelsea coach. So good luck to Xabi, man. I know he's at Chelsea, and Chelsea ain't a club that I particularly like or respect, but Xabi is a Liverpool legend nonetheless, so we wish him well over there, man, regardless. If he does well, I see that as a Liverpool ex-legend doing well, not as a Chelsea achievement. Let's be honest. Spain should win this, you're right. Spain should score a couple more goals in the second half. They should, keyword should. But we know crazy things happen in football. If Austria come out with a bit more, with something about them a bit more, maybe they can equalise. But yeah, man. I wouldn't say cooking. Definitely not clinical. Yeah. Andre, it's all Spain. Austria can't even. Yeah. To be fair, the two standout teams at the tournament so far have been the two finalists from last time around. Let's be honest. I think Portugal are flattered to deceive a bit. Spain have kind of flattered to deceive a bit. England doing England things as always. Brazil are kind of flattered to deceive. Germany flattered to deceive. Netherlands flattered to deceive. Uruguay, terrible tournament. They were absolutely terrible. Went out in the group. The two best teams have been France and Argentina. The two teams that were in the final last year are the teams that look the best still this time around, which is crazy. So, what are the odds that we end up getting another France Argentina final? That would be mad. But honestly, I think Argentina's team all around is good. I think they have a good squad, but they're still relying heavily on Messi despite that. So, part of me feels if you're able to mark Messi out the game, you can beat Argentina. I do feel if you can mark him out the game, Argentina are beatable. Whereas France, I think, with the talent they've got, it's hard to stop them. Really hard to stop that attack, man. I can't lie. Really, really hard. Williams, Munoz, come. Yeah, man. I want to see Munoz, man. I haven't watched much of that guy. I know we've signed him, but I want to see him today. Come on for Spain, see how he does. I want to see him come on for Spain, see how he does, man. Spain might not be playing the best football, but no one has been able to score on them. Yeah. You mean they've kept all clean sheets so far? Yeah. Look, with Spain, I'm just not a fan of, no offense, people, I'm just not a fan of possession-based football. I've seen Pep do it for City for years, and they win, and they look great. Sometimes it's great, but I think it's very, very, very difficult to watch sometimes a team just playing the ball around for the sake of it. Now, maybe I'm biased because I had a coach that was the opposite and played a heavy metal, high-pressing brand of football, but for me, I'm not the biggest fan of the way Spain play football, but look, you're right, no one's been able to score against them so far. And it's early days in the tournament yet as well. Going to take a masterclass to beat France. But yeah, man, with the attack they've got, it's going to be hard to see who can stop them. Low key, they're just so good. They're so stacked everywhere around the pitch as well. Mbappe's doing up Mbappe stuff. Elise's chipping in. Dembele's chipping in as well. I mean, it's very hard to see who beats France, low key. The only team is Argentina, low key. But then again, like I said, if France can mark Messi out the game if they play them, I think they can beat Argentina. You know what I'm saying? Look, guys, if Messi's in the mood, Argentina are going to win the World Cup again. Let's be honest. If Messi's in the mood, Argentina are winning the World Cup, because I'm not going to lie, Messi's more than capable of taking on that whole France team and skilling them all out and balling out. But that's only if he's in the mood. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I think France win it again. You know what I'm saying? With the attack they have, low key. Depends on what you like to see. Yeah, exactly. Do you prefer possession football? Do you prefer attacking football? Do you prefer defensive football? If you like defensive football, go watch a Mourinho team play. You know what I'm saying? Go watch a Jose Mourinho team play. If you want attacking football, come watch a Jurgen Klopp team. Liverpool entertained everyone for years. And if you want a possession team, Pep Guardiola's your guys, and let's be honest. So it all depends on what you want. Not Tunky, I agree. I mean, the teams that kept the clean sheet against, not really impressive. To be fair, they kept the clean sheet. I know. Yeah, let me think. Who did they play now? Cape Verde kept the clean sheet. Should have won the game, but they didn't get scored against. Kept the clean sheet against Saudi Arabia. Uruguay, would you class Uruguay as a good team, people? I don't know. They've got some good players there, but as a collective unit, they're not impressive. You have got a point, Andre. You've got a good point there. Same here, not Tom Kid. I'm very, very much more of an attacking football guy. I expect them to turn up next round. Well, if I'm correct, they're playing Portugal in the next round. If I'm correct, it's a Spain-Portugal game in the round of 16. So, yeah. That'll be interesting. Very interesting. Spain, man. France were like that at the Euros until Spain came and beat them. Yeah, that's a good point, but it was a different France team and a different Spain team. I haven't seen that same fluidity from Spain in the World Cup so far that they showed in the Euros 2 years ago. Whereas I think France have improved this time around. I'll be honest, Spain versus France will be a good game. But I've got to be honest, I think France have got a much better team than Spain. Player for player, I just think France are a much better team. But then again, the better team with the better players doesn't always win, does it? They are a different team now. Yeah, they are exactly, Andre. Messi with 10 men. Spain ain't all that. No, look, Spain are up there as favourites, man. They were great in the Euros. If they play that type of football, there's no reason why they can't win. You know what I'm saying? No reason why they can't win. Absolutely no reason. But again, that's if they bring that football. France squad. Yeah, fancy squad stacked, man. Uruguay, didn't have a great tournament, man. They didn't have a good tournament at all. Nah, Spain are good, man. Come on, Night Kid. You don't just win the Euros by accident. That's a bit of a silly thing to say, isn't it? You don't just win the Euros by accident. I think Croatia knock out Portugal. It's possible. It's possible, but I wasn't impressed with Croatia against England either. So, honestly, I think Portugal will have enough in that game, but I've expected to be close. If Portugal beat Modric's team, CR7 will dunk on Spain again. I think Spain will beat Portugal, to be fair. I think they're a much better, well-oiled unit. I think they play better as a team collectively. I think Spain get the best of Portugal if they play. I really do. I really do. Just my personal opinion. Neither would I, Andre. I wouldn't be shocked either, but I wanted Croatia to beat England and they didn't do that. So, honestly, I just don't think Croatia are what they were a couple of years ago. And then they knocked Brazil out in the last World Cup, but then they got smoked by Argentina. So, I think Portugal will have just enough. They'll have just enough to squeeze through Croatia, but I think Spain will be a bit of a step too far for them, personally. Portugal just, again, Luis Gomez, we all know what the problem with Portugal is. We all know what's holding them back, and we all know what they need to do, but they're never going to do it, and certain people are never going to admit that. So as long as that's going on, you can't really count Portugal as a threat, can you? Let's be honest. You can't. France from 2018, Mbappe caught my eye, man. To be fair, not Tom Kid, this France team compared to that France team, this France team's a lot more talented. You know what I'm saying? A lot more talented. But yeah, France 2018 were good, man. Very good. Pogba, one of my favourite players. I wouldn't go. I can never say an ex-United player is someone that I like watching, but yeah, Pogba was good, man. But again, he's another player who never had the mindset, is he? Let's be honest. Modric is one of them. Yeah, Modric is a baller, man. Quality player. Modric is quality, man. I don't think anyone can argue against that. He's been absolutely amazing down the years. Absolutely amazing. No one can argue it. No one can argue that. And I don't think anyone will either. Top CR7 retires now. Look, Ronaldo's got me. I think he's got maybe a year left in him, max, to be fair. I think he can do one more season after this and then boom, he retires. I don't think he can go for another 3-4 years, certainly. So I'll give it one more year for Ronaldo. I think he looks like he's set on. He looks like he's really set on reaching 1,000 goals. Once he reaches 1,000 goals, I think that'll be his milestones ticked off, and he'll retire after that. Personally, you know what I'm saying? What percentage of mindset and ability? Both are important, to be fair. Both are very important. You need to be good as a player, but you also need to be good mentally as well. For me personally, just my opinion, mindset's more important because you can have so much talent. You can be a Neymar, a Hazard, but if you don't have this here, if you don't have I'll use Ronaldo as an example here. Might not be as talented as people think he is, but what does he have? That Neymar didn't have. That Hazard didn't have. He had this mentality, which is why he is where he is now. You know what I'm saying? So for me, mindset is more important than ability. Personally, you've got to want to win. You've got to want to be the best. If not, if you're half-assed, you're not going to make it. See how Portugal do without CR7. I think they'll do better, personally. That's not a disrespect to Ronaldo. I just think they'll do better without him in the team. I think they'll play more as a collective unit, should I say. You know what I mean? To be fair, Argentina found a way to integrate Messi into the team. You know what I'm saying? For years, Portugal and Argentina had the same problem. Portugal used to say they couldn't play with Ronaldo. Argentina said the same about Messi, but Argentina have actually been able to find a way to integrate Messi into the team and look good. Portugal, for whatever reason, still haven't been able to do that. And it looks like they're never going to be able to because he's getting on in age. I didn't watch the game, Andre, but all I hear is that Senegal bottled it, low key. All I hear is that Senegal bottled it. That's all I hear, bro. Second half's big on, by the way, people. I had Senegal winning that. I'm surprised Belgium beat them. Very surprised. Casemiro or Fabinho, Fab, man. Fab all the way. Fab all the way. But Casemiro's quality too. But listen, prime Fabinho, man. There was a time where Fabinho was the best DM in the world when he played for us. There was a time where he was the best DM in the world. Yes, forgotten about a lot, to be fair. CR7 and Messi. They won't play that long, let's be honest. But I think Ronaldo's done in a year's time. I think Messi will maybe play for another 2-3 years. I don't think he'll play the next World Cup. Maybe you'll see him at a Copa America. But yeah, Messi, I say 3-4 years left. And Ronaldo, 1 more year, and he's gone. He's one of the best players in the world, Natasha. I agree with Ian Wright in saying that he's one of the best, but I don't think he's the best. I think there's players better than Harry Kane out there, personally. I think there's players better than him, but he's one of the best, and I'm not going to argue with that. But I think to say he's the best is a bit crazy, personally. Perisic or Sane, overall, all at their best. Because I'll be honest, at his best, Sane was a very good player for City. He was a very good player. Overall, you'd probably go Perisic, but at his best, I think people forget how good Leroy Sane was. Senegal do it away. Rasta did a watch long and he was upset. But was he supporting Senegal, Natasha? Is that why he was upset? Did he want Senegal to win? If so, I understand. This season he's been the best, bro. Harry Kane. Then again, I haven't watched much of Bayern Munich, so I probably can't comment. But yeah, I hear that, man. I think I think he's good, but to say he's the best is a bit mad. When we've seen Elise this year, we've seen Kvaratskhelia this year, Dembele. It's a bit mad, but I hear it. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a stretch too, man. So do I, Emmanuel. I'm the same. Kane over Rooney overall. Yeah, fair enough, man. Not over Lewandowski. Yeah, not over Lewandowski. No, not for me. Over Rooney, yes, I'll have that, but I'm not having him over Lewandowski. Not Tom Kid. Lewandowski in his prime was something else, man. He's been unreal. Okay, fair enough. I hear it. Yes, he wanted Senegal to win. Condolences to Rasta then, man. Hopefully he's feeling a bit better today for the Portugal game. His goal, his idol, his legend CR7 is playing. So hopefully he'll be in good spirit. Wonder if he'll have his CR7 top on. Remains to be seen. Is it cool to down? No, I'm not downplaying him. I'm not downplaying Kane. I said he's one of the best in the world. I just don't know if we can say he's the best when we've seen Elise this year, Kvaratskhelia, and other good players. But Harry Kane's absolutely in the debate, of course. He's not better than Lewandowski, exactly, Emmanuel. Lewandowski in his prime was, let's not forget what he was like, man. He was an absolutely brilliant striker to put it plain. Not heard much on the transfer. Neither have I, Natasha, man. I've been looking. Honestly, it's hard. Tomorrow, I'm low-key, Natasha, I'm just going to put a short out tomorrow talking about the Germany and Klopp thing. Talking about Klopp being linked to Germany. Because there's nothing from the Liverpool side I can talk about, so I may as well just put a short out on that. Kane over everything. Fair enough, not Tom Kid. Mbappe's up there. Oh, Mbappe as well. I forgot about Mbappe. Mbappe's up there too, yeah. Mbappe as well. The whole team is on Yamal as soon as he gets the ball. Yeah, obviously they think if they mark Yamal out the game, Spain aren't saying much. Which from an attacking perspective, I'd understand because I said the same thing. Spain are lacking a number 9, let's be honest. They're lacking a number 9. As are Germany, to be fair, but Spain really lack a striker. They really need to find a striker, low-key. I don't know where from, but they got to find a striker. So did Germany. Germany playing Kai Havertz to the centre as the fake 9. I think it really hindered their tournament. It really hindered their tournament. But you watch, guys. You watch when if Jurgen takes over at Germany, they're going to win the next World Cup and they're going to ball out. I'm telling you now. I was speaking to someone today and he goes, how do you feel about Klopp taking over Germany? And I was like, I'm happy for it. I think it's a great opportunity to manage the national team. He goes, oh, you're not feeling a bit. I'm like, why would I be feeling salty about it? You know, the honor of managing your national team is huge. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I said ages ago, didn't I, people, that if Jurgen Klopp ever returns to club to management, it won't be at club level because he's not interested. It'll be international level, and it will be the German national team. That's what I said, and I've been proven right, haven't I? Almost like I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, if Klopp takes over Germany, he is going to cook differently with that Germany team. I'm telling you, he's going to have them balling out, and hopefully they do it, because I don't think Nagelsmann's cutting it. I can't lie. I just don't think Julian Nagelsmann's cutting it for Germany right now. Plus, it works well for Jurgen as well. You know, seeing as he doesn't want to come back to day-to-day, week-to-week coaching. You're only managing Germany every now and then, so it worked well for him as well. Heat wave from Sunday, not looking forward to that, Natasha. Not looking forward to that at all. The heat over the last 3 weeks, 38 degrees again. Oh, God. Oh, man. Not looking forward to that at all. Can't lie, I don't really look at managers who are not on my club. I don't either, but I'll always keep a close eye on Jurgen no matter what, because I have that much love and respect for the man, for what he brought to my club. But I don't look at other managers either, to be fair. I don't either. Unless we're being linked to them, of course. He's going to cook for Germany, let's be honest. You put Jurgen Klopp with that German team, he'll absolutely have them sourcing out differently, man. He'll have them sourcing out differently. I see the pubs in the UK are going to be open until 5 a.m. on Monday. Interesting. Oh, man. What, is that because of the England game, Natasha? Are they doing that because of the England game? Is that the only reason they're doing it? Ah, come on, man. Sure, people can watch that at home in their own comfort. Oh, man. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. They're going to open the bars until 5 a.m. Whatever, though, man. It is what it is. I'm not going to complain. Hope England fans enjoy themselves. That's what I will say. Hope England fans enjoy themselves if they win. Big if. Big if. It's a big game, man. It is a big game for England. Yeah, Andre, it is. It is. And it's a big game that I think they're going to lose, bro, personally. I think they're going to lose to Mexico. I think they're going to lose. Either way, even if they make it past Mexico, Brazil are going to destroy them in the quarterfinals. We know that. So they're going out either way, man. They're going out either way. If they make it past Mexico, it's just going to prolong the inevitable when Brazil hook them. Yeah, and they also are. Okay. I don't think so, Andre. I think Mexico are massively slept on, man. They're a very good side. Plus, the stadium that they're playing in, I think Mexico have lost 2 games there in their entire history, which is huge. Plus, the guys, you know how hot it's going to be on the day Mexico and England play, 38 degrees. England players aren't going to be able to cope in that heat, let's be honest. They're not. So, I think Mexico win. But if they do make it past Mexico, because we do know England have a tendency to get lucky a lot, Brazil are going to deal with them, man, in the quarterfinals. I'm telling you, Brazil are going to deal with them, man. So they're going out either way. Yeah, Natasha, I didn't watch it, but King and Rasta said that they played very well against Ecuador. I didn't watch it, though, but I heard that they were very good against Ecuador. Welcome, people. The Liverpool Prophet back at it again with more Liverpool transfer news. Yeah, listen, when I'm able to say that sentence again in a couple of weeks' time, it's going to feel so good. Can we get Rio Ferdinand off my screen, please? I don't want to look at that scumbag. Get him off my screen. Why do you have to put him on there, man? But yeah, the second I'm able to say that again, I feel so good. It's a bit tough at the moment, man. Not being able to talk about anything Liverpool related. It is. But people, we will be back soon, man. It's only another couple of weeks. Neither do I, Emmanuel. I think he's a scumbag. I don't like him either. Him and John Terry both. They're scumbags, bro. I don't like either of them. And they have to deal with their attitude as well. Yeah. It's going to be unbearable if they win the task, I'm telling you now. God. The last Euros, oh my God, man. If you remember how unbearable they were in the last Euros, the Euros before that as well, even the World Cup in 2018, man, is oh man, just get them out of the World Cup as soon as possible, please, please. I'm watching the break after this BS. I had to watch last season. I mean, not I'm enjoying the break after the BS. I had to watch last season. Yeah, but look, it'll be a lot better this year, Andre. You know, we you got to believe in our faith, man. I think Iriola will have us playing back to where we should be. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm hopeful. To be fair, I think we'll have a good year under Iriola, and I think we'll get back to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? I always try and look. I always try and find the best in everything, and I think if we bring in the signings, we need to bring in a right winger. If we bring in a DM, a centre back, I think we're good to go. Personally, Andre, just my opinion though. For Arsenal fans, I'm buzzing next season. Yeah, not you're gonna be. To be fair, you had a good window, so I'm not surprised. Liverpool win the league again, so hopefully, night time kid. I'm hoping we win the league again, but who knows, man? Who knows, bro? Who knows, bro? It's gonna be competitive nonetheless, though. Fingers crossed, night time kid. Fingers crossed. Look, if we can do it once, yeah, we can do it again. No one gave us a chance in 24-25 when we won it, so yeah. No, I didn't, Natasha. I did not. I did not have pizza today. Yeah, but to be fair, Andre, no one's really doing anything, not just us. The only club that have done anything so far is Tottenham. City have bought Anderson in, United have bought Edison in, but other than that, it's been quiet. So when the World Cup ends, put it this way: if a couple of days after the World Cup, Liverpool haven't announced a signing, then I'll be concerned. But while the World Cup's on, I'm not too concerned about it. But don't get me wrong, if we ain't making signings come the end of the World Cup a couple of days later, then I'll be concerned. I'll absolutely be concerned then, 100%. 100%. But yeah, man, look, guys, we got what we wanted in the end. We needed Arne Slot out of the club, and he's gone. That, for me, was the main issue that we've dealt with. Getting Slot out was the main problem, and we've dealt with that. We can now look forward again. We can now look forward and try and rebuild and get back to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the situation anyway. Right, Austria coming forward here. Austria have done nothing in this game, by the way, people. I don't remember them having an attack. I don't remember them taking the ball forward, low-key. They haven't done much at all. Oh, man. Oh, man. A team that I'm surprised that haven't done much yet so far, people, is Arsenal. Arsenal haven't made any big signings yet. Considering they're the champions, you'd expect them to be in the market attacking it. But they haven't done nothing yet. You know what I mean? That's a bit mad. Chelsea haven't done much yet either in the market. It's crazy. It's crazy how the only club that have done much is Tottenham. Imagine Liverpool win the double. Oh, can you imagine, man? Premier League and Champions. Could you imagine winning number 21 and winning number 7 in the same season? It'd be amazing, bro. It'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. I said Austria won't do much. I was just hoping for an upset, man, because it will give me less games to watch in the next round. But yeah, I did expect Spain to win. I just think the talent in the Spain squad is too much for Austria. Austria got one or two good players, but not as much as Spain have in their team. Gonna be watching a lot of Jacquet these next few weeks. He has a huge role to fill. I doubt he'll play much, Andre. When you look at who's in the France team, when you look at who they have at the back, I doubt he'll play much. But I don't think Jacquet is gonna be I don't think he's gonna be the one partnering with Van Dijk. I don't. I think Liverpool will look into the market and bring in a centre back in. I think we'll look into the market and bringing someone more experienced in. Oh, for us, I'm saying, yeah, I hear it, but not for fans. Yeah, I know what you meant, Andre. I know what you meant. I don't think he's going to be our starting centre back, though. I think him and Leona are going to be covers, and then I think we look into the market and bring in another centre back in, someone experienced. Whoever it is, I don't know, but I do think we sign someone. This game has been poor. It's not been great. Man. But big up to the chat, man, as always. You guys are still here regardless. Yeah, I hear you, Night Time Kid, on that. I hear you on that, brother. But yeah, I just don't think it's a smart idea having Jacke as our main choice because he's not experienced enough yet. You can't put someone like Van Dijk next to someone like Jacke. You know, having a 35-year-old next to someone who's young is mad, absolutely mad. So yeah, I think we should go and look into the market for a centre back personally. Whoever it is, we'll see. We'll see. But it's definitely an area in the team we should look at strengthening for sure. For the future, I think we're set at centre back. I can't lie. You got Jacke there, you got Leoni there. Kerkez is still young. Bradley's still young. So we have a good future for the back line. For now, though, I think we need another centre back into partner Virgil. We should have Guehi right now. Yeah, we screwed that up, don't we? To be fair, we screwed the Guehi thing up. Could have gone back for him in January, but we chose not to. Is what it is, man. But I'll say this: Mark Guehi isn't the only centre back out there. There are still other good centre back options out there that Liverpool can look at bringing in. So, yeah, man. For me, it's just about who we look at now. What type of centre backs am I looking at? Well, I wouldn't mind someone like Konate, but without his idiot gene, because we know Konate has a bit of an idiot gene in him. You know, if we can get a Slotterbeck in, great. If we can get someone else in, great. But yeah, man, someone like Konate, but someone who makes less mistakes and is a bit more consistent than Ibu. Konate is a very good centre back, by the way, people. He's a very good centre back on his day. He's not amazing, not world class, nothing, but he's very good on his day. I'll say that. And I think we probably should have done better with him. Would have been better off in New England personally, but we didn't. We won't move for Romero, not a ton kid, to be fair. Romero's most likely going to go to Spain if he leaves Tottenham. I think he's a perfect Atletico Madrid player. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll fit in really well in the Diego Simeone system as well. So, yeah, man. He'll be perfect for Atletico Madrid. Perfect. I just think we need an experienced centre back, Andre. That's all, man. I have no issue with Jacke playing if we need to fill in for someone, or Leoni playing if we need to fill in for someone, but just don't want them as starters yet. I think they've got a bit more development to do, personally. They've got a bit more development to do, in my opinion. A bit more developing to do. Don't get me wrong, they're going to be good players. They're going to be good players for Liverpool in the future. You know what I'm saying? The back line in a couple of years' time, people, it could look like this. You could have Kerkez off the left, playing as a left back. We could have Conor Bradley at right back. And then you could have Jacke and you could have Leoni as the centre backs. That's decent, man, for the future, I can't lie. That is decent for the future. We need a centre back regardless, people, even with Jacke coming in, because let's be honest, it's most likely going to be Virgil's last year next year before he moves on. So we need someone regardless, man. Ready for Liverpool versus Spurs. That game should be good. You're talking about next season. I didn't even check it. I know we're playing Everton and United back to back, I think, which is crazy. Same week we're playing Everton and United at some point. I know we've got Arsenal at home in early October. City at home late September. I think we've got Chelsea away Christmas time. I didn't see when we play Spurs though, I can't lie. I don't know when we're playing Tottenham. I don't know if we're playing them home first, away first. Around what time? I didn't have a chance to look. The games I look whenever the fixtures come out, people, I'll be honest, the games I look at first always, when are we playing Everton and when are we playing United? Are we playing Everton at home first, away first? Are we playing United away first, home first? That's what I always look out for when they first come out. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the two games that I look for the most and I look forward to the most. 2-0 Spain, people. 2-0 Spain. Pedro Porro scores. 2-0. 2-0 to Spain, everyone. Pedro Porro with the goal. And he's made it 2-0 to the Spanish. And they are cruising now. They are cruising, yeah. Yeah. To be fair, it's nothing short of what Spain deserve, I can't lie. And Have they disallowed the goal though? Have they disallowed it? No, they've allowed it. Hang on. Yeah, they've allowed it. I really can't tell, man. There was a fan in the ground that looked absolutely gutted. Must have been an Austria fan then. 2-0 Spain, people. This game is set and match. Set and match. They needed that second goal and they've got it. You're watching the games on Saturday. I'll have to see which ones are on Saturday. After the Argentina game tomorrow night, I'm going to have a look and I'm going to set the games that I'm going to do. Natasha, so I'll have a look who's playing when. Yeah, Pedro Porro makes it 2-0 to Spain, people. 2-0 to Spain. Good goal, to be fair. Good header, and yeah. Not really an argument on who's been the better side here. It's been comfortably Spain. Austria just haven't looked up for it. They haven't been great this tournament either, have they? Argentina made them look ordinary. They had a good comeback against Algeria, but even against the other team in their group, Jordan, they weren't great. So, yeah, man, Austria flattered to deceive a little bit this tournament, and they've certainly flattered to deceive today. Yep, 2-0 Natasha. It is 2-0 indeed. Nighttime Kid says, my right back scored. He did indeed. He did indeed, man. Pedro Porro, surprised he's in the Spain national team, to be fair, but it is what it is, man. Big game off regardless. Big up to Pedro Porro. Hydration break, people. It's a hydration break. Imagine Yamal against that Morocco team, Prophet. Yeah. I'd imagine he'll cause problems, Andre. I'd imagine he'll cause problems. Is that who they're playing in the next round, Andre? Morocco? Is that their game? Because I thought they'd end up against Portugal. I've been seeing that a lot on social media, that if both the teams win, it's a Portugal-Spain round of 16 game. Oh, if he chose to play for them. Oh, did he have the option for playing for Morocco, did he? Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Andre. Fair enough. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I didn't know that. I never knew that. He had an option. Fair enough. That Mexico-England game is on at 1 in the morning. Yeah. No, thanks. Not for me. Man. Mexico are a good watch, but I'm not watching England at 1 in the morning. Forget that. I'll let King or Vasta give you guys that game. Right. Man like Aspilicueta, ex-Chelsea legend in the studio as well. What have we made of this game then, people? Overall, I think it's not been great, but Spain are winning, and that's all that matters to them and their supporters. What have you guys made of it? There's a Spain fan celebrating. Love to see that. Little kid celebrating there. Kissing the pads. Big him up. Big him up, man. I'll be honest, this isn't exactly the football that Spain were playing in the last Euros, is it? Let's be real. They were playing better football in the last Euros, but they're still getting through and winning games. They beat Uruguay, they're beating Austria here, they beat Saudi Arabia by a big scoreline, and the only game they've really slipped up in was the Cape Verde one, and that was the Cape Verde goalkeeper being on a madness, to be fair, wasn't it? Nighttime Kid says it's been an awful game. Fair enough, Nighttime Kid. Fair enough, brother. But like I said, you put a number 9 in this Spain team, people. Put a striker in there. 20 minutes to go, by the way. You put a striker in this team, I think it elevates Spain to another level. Because they do create chances. They've got some very good wingers there. They create a lot of chances, but they're just not very clinical, are they, at times? And that's what a natural number 9 will give them, you know what I mean? So, I don't know where they're going to find one from, whether they go into the academy or somewhere, but they need a striker big time. any of the striker big time. And I say that for Germany as well. It's not like Germany don't create chances and play good football, because they do. It's more like they just aren't clinical with their chances because they don't have an out-and-out number 9. And I think both teams have got a big problem there. You know what I'm saying? Both of them play with a fake 9. You know, Germany play with Havertz. Spain play with, I don't know, Ferran Torres, is it down the centre, someone like that. So put a number 9 into both of these teams. You'll see a much better version of them. A much better version. And they'll probably score a lot more goals. You know, Spain, dare I say, they win that Cape Verde game 3-4-0 if they have a natural striker. They put 3 or 4 past Verde if they have a natural striker. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? Here's Ralph Ragnick now. Ralph Ragnick does not look happy. I'm not going to lie, guys. That guy's been shocking for Austria. He's done nothing for Austria, low-key. All that talk that he was going to have Austria cooking. Nah, hasn't been able to do it. Hasn't been able to do it, man. I'm telling you now, guys, that guy works better as a sporting director. Ralph Ragnick, yeah? He works so much better when he's a sporting director or an advisor. Don't think as a coach he really cuts it, I'll be honest. Top binge or top corner. Top binge or bottom corner. Top binge, man, that Tom kid. Top binge for me. Anyone can put it bottom corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get lucky, but top binge. Free kick from top binge. Bicycle kick that goes top binge. Yeah, top binge all the way. Top binge all the way. Austria, again, they're not doing anything, man. Yeah, they've shown nothing all game. Showing nothing all game. To be fair, did anyone? I hoped for an upset, but I think we all knew this was going to be a comfortable evening for Spain, and it's proven to be a comfortable evening for them. They haven't been amazing. They haven't set the world alight, but they've had enough here to get over Austria. You know what I'm saying? They've had enough to get over Austria and beat them. You know, considering there's been a lot of upsets in the round of 32, you think to yourself, okay, we're going to see another one here, but no. Nah, man. Free kick or 30-yard goal. 30-yard goal, man. 30-yard goal. 30-yard goal for me, personally. You know, when we've seen Germany go out to Paraguay, when you've seen the Netherlands crash out to Morocco, yeah, Ivory Coast, Norway probably is a bit of a shock as well, because I think most of us probably went with Ivory Coast to win. You know, when you've seen a lot of upsets in this round of 32 so far, naturally you think, okay, Austria are meant to be good. Maybe they caused Spain some problems, and no, man, they didn't. You know, he didn't. So Spain haven't flattered to deceive. To be fair, they've done their thing. You know what I mean? They've done their thing. That's gone out for an Austria goal kick. But yeah, man. Hopefully we get a couple of big ties now, because I do want to see a couple of the big nations coming up against each other. I really want to see a couple of the big nations coming up against each other. R9, Night Tom Kid. R9. R9 for me, man. R9. Definitely R9, bro. Oh, a bit of an argument here between Austria players and Spain players. Don't know what's happened, but they're having a bit with each other. God knows what's happened there, but yeah. They weren't happy with each other at all. They were not happy with each other at all, man. $15 minutes to go, people. 15 minutes to go in this game. Spain have got this in the bag now. Are they going to score a couple more goals though or not? That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. Will they score more goals or not? Ball in. That's gone out for a corner. As much as I don't like Rooney, the answer is Rooney on that night, Tom Kid. You've got to go Rooney on that for sure. But I don't like Wayne Rooney, and I never will. It's one of the only times I'll pick Rooney over someone. Throwing taken. Is that a corner or not? I don't know. It looks like he's giving a goal kick. Isco or Coutinho. Coutinho, man. I'm going to back my baller on that. Coutinho. I'm going to go Coutinho with that one. Gonna back Coutinho. Right, goal kick here to Spain. Right. Here they come for it again. They're going to make anything happen or not. Cross in. Hit someone. And boom. Nothing comes to it. Cleared away. Aguero, man. Come on, that dumb kid. Aguero he's so underlooked, man. I can't lie. Overlooked, underlooked, whichever one you call it. He's incredibly disrespected because he's up there in the Premier League great discussion. Absolutely. He should be up there in the Premier League GOAT discussion as one of the best Premier League strikers of all time, and I feel he gets a bit too disrespected for my liking. But yeah, Aguero, man, for me on that. Aguero easily. Right, corner here for Spain. Aguero. Header that goes wide, and that's a goal kick. Bale or Mane? Mane, night time kid. Mane, bro. Mane for me. All the way. All the way, man. Bare minimum done, man, by Spain here, but the bare minimum has been enough to get them over the line and get them 2 goals. Here's Austria coming forward. Crossed in. Nothing on that. That's an insulting question, that Tom kid. I can't believe you've even asked me that. Can't believe you even asked that, bro. That's easily Mane. Easily Mane on that. Di Maria was a flop at United, bro. Don't forget that. He flopped there. Didn't cut it for them. They sold him. Yeah, that's comfortably Mane, man. That. Goal kick again. Long. Gone long. Mane, not Tom kid. The answer is Sadio. The answer, yeah, again. He's the best football player in the world. Sadio Mane. There was a time, to be fair, he was the best player in the world. There was, at some point. Might not have been long, but there was a time where he was. Ten minutes to go, people. Looks like this is finishing 2-0. Cross in, put the cross in. Unlucky. I've got to go David Silva on that night, Tom Kid. You know, I'd love to be biased and say Coutinho, but David Silva had a much better career than Coutinho. Man. You've got to go David Silva on that one. Come on. I have to say David Silva. Cross in. Header wide from Austria. Spain coming forward again now. Is that Lamine Yamal on the ball? Not sure. They still have it though. Alright. Take it. Cut in. Unlucky. Goal kick to Austria. Come on, take it quickly. Just go long. Just go long, man. Why are you trying to play it from the back against Spain? It's not going to end well. I've seen Scotland did the exact. You guys, that Scotland game would not have been 3-0 Brazil if Scotland weren't so insistent on playing out from the back. I'm telling you now, it would not have ended 3-0. Mane again, not a Tom Kid. It's Mane. The answer's Mane, bro. Asking a Liverpool supporter, man. Plus, Van Persie was a striker as well. Mane was a winger, bro. So they're two very different positions. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask me the question like you did, I'm saying Mane. But now, Tom Kid, ask an Arsenal fan what they think about Van Persie. Ask them, how do you feel about Robin Van Persie? And listen to the answer they give you. You know what I'm saying? They do not like that guy at all. They do not like him at all. Is the Yamal on the ball? Plays it across. Mane, not Tom Kid again. It's Mane. The answer is Mane. You're only going to get one answer for me, but unless you ask me to choose between Ronaldo and Mane or Messi and Mane or some of the other greats, other than that, the answer's Mane, man, all the time. That's the answer for any Liverpool player you ask me about. What about my boys, man, always? Right, Spain playing it around in midfield. Vigilante told me don't like. He doesn't like. He's not gonna like him. To be fair, not Tom Kid. Do you not know the history between Van Persie and Arsenal? Are you not aware of it? He doesn't even call him Van Persie, but he calls him Van. I'm not gonna say what, but he calls him something else. Cross in. Oh, that should have been 3-0 Spain. Off the line from the Austria player. That's your opinion, bro. If you think Sean's better, cool, not Tom Kid. I just disagree. Hazard or Mane? Mane, not a Tom Kid. It's Mane. But again, that's just look. This is all just my opinion. At the end of the day, if you ask someone else, they might answer you differently. Yamal's come off. Lamine Yamal is off the pitch, people. We've got 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go, yeah. Plus added time, of course. Yamal has come off. Gavi has come on. Okay. Neymar or Mane? Mane, not a Tom Kid. Like I said, Neymar had a lot of talent. But he didn't do much with his talent, did he? Whereas Mane was the opposite, hardworking and talented. So the answer's Mane for me. Unless you're one of them people who just thinks talent's everything, you know what I'm saying? In which case you'd probably say Neymar. Right. Spain go along with it. Let's do it to the Austria goalkeeper. Kante or Fabinho? Fabinho, bro. Fabinho, to be fair. Like I said, bro, there was a time when Fabinho was the best defensive midfielder in the world between 2018 and 2021. 2022, even 2018 and 2022. That's just Fabinho, bro. But if you ask a Chelsea fan, they're going to say Kante, aren't they? To be fair. Cross in. It's got to be 3-0. Oh, he's missed the shot completely. Unlucky. It's a shame that I haven't seen Victor Munoz come on. I would like to see how he got on, but whatever. Cleared away by Spain. Austria, a bit too little too late now to start trying to get on the ball and make some happen. They should have been doing this earlier in the game. Busquets or Fabinho. You got to go Busquets on that, to be fair, night. Okay. Busquets was a very good player for Barcelona, so you go Busquets on that. Like I said, there's certain players that I just don't think you can argue against it. That's one, probably. But you can argue for Fabinho, 100%. No? You can argue for him. Fernando Torres or Salah? Salah? You talking about who's a bigger legend? It's Salah comfortably, night time kid. It's Mohamed Salah every day of the week, bro. It's like I said, you might not rate him as a player, but as a legend, he's. I've never seen a Liverpool player have this big of an influence since Steven Gerrard. You know what I'm saying? Gerrard, Dalglish, Salah, those are comfortably our three biggest legends. 3-0 people, 3-0 Spain, 3-0 to Spain, 3-0. Calm as you like, comfortable as you like, you name it. 3-0. That's the game done. That's the game done. Good goal, to be fair. Kimmich or Fabinho. At his best, Fabinho is better. Maybe I'm biased, but it's just my opinion. Fabinho, man. Kimmich is great, don't get me wrong. I love Joshua Kimmich and Jurgen, but yeah, I'm just going to go Fabinho. Just going to go with Fabinho. Yeah, he's onside, man. There ain't no offside there. Come on. It's well on. I never tell you that I don't rate Salah. You don't need to tell me, bro. A lot of people don't rate him, and it's their opinion. You're not the only one. It's your opinion, bro. I can't make you like someone. You know what I mean? Not sure who that was, but okay. I can't make you like the guy. If you don't like him, that's on you, bro. If you don't rate him, that's on you. It's your opinion, brother. I'm not gonna crash out with you over it. I'll just disagree with you respectfully, and that's it. We leave it at that. A lot of celebrities watching this game. A lot of celebrities watching this game. Interesting. I'm not sure where this game's being played, to be fair. Oh, you rate him. Fair enough. Look, everyone's got different opinions on it. Either way, man. And I respect everyone's opinions, even if I don't agree. I respect it because I can't see where people come from. 6 minutes added on here, people. 6 minutes of added time. I appreciate that night time, kid, bro. To be fair, look, I suppose being Liverpool Football Club, you've got to accept that you're going to be the most hated club in England, aren't you? It just comes with being the biggest in England. You know what I mean? You've got to accept that people are always going to hate on you, no matter who you bring in, or no matter who you are. I've had to sit here and listen to Salah being disrespected. I've listened to Van Dijk being disrespected. I've listened to Alisson be disrespected. You know, it's I'm used to it at this point, man. which is why I just block out what rival fans say now about my club. You know what I'm saying? All that matters to me is Liverpool fans adore and respect our players. And whatever rival fans say about him, all them, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. So you've rage baited people, basically, is what you're trying to say. You've been rage baiting people. Crossing from Austria, and that's due to the Spain goalkeeper. Oh, this season he got this word a couple of times, not Tom Kid. I'm not going to argue against that. He did get cooked a couple of times this season. You won't see me arguing against it. But like we say, form is temporary, class is permanent. You know, if you've had to wait till Mohamed Salah's 35 and Virgil van Dijk is 35 to start taking cheap shots at them, then I don't know what to say. Where have you been for the last 7-8 years when they've been comfortably one of the best right wingers and one of the best centre backs in the world between them? Been quiet. So yeah. Another sub being made by Spain here. Look, I'm not saying people have to kiss our player's backside. He did. Not Tom Good. Yeah, him and Salah both got it bad this year, man. From a lot of legends, even Liverpool legends, man. Carragher, the scumbag. Rooney, the scumbag as well, was talking shit about Van Dijk. I'm not saying you gotta kiss our legends' ass. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a bit of respect is nice. You know what I'm saying? I respect United players. I respect Arsenal legends, United legends. Even if I don't like them, I give them respect. Seems like it's not the feeling isn't mutual though, is it? Obviously, because our players get shit on all the time. Our legends get shit on all the time. But yeah, it is what it is, man. To be fair, not Tom Kid, Wirtz was always going to get. The second he signed for Liverpool, I knew rivals would do a 180 and start downplaying him. Because everyone wanted him when he was at Leverkusen. Everyone wanted Wirtz at Leverkusen. Yeah, I know, not Tom Kid. I know when you're on rage bait. I know when you're serious, and I know when you're on rage bait. I can tell the difference, brother. I know you well enough now, to be fair. Free kick to Spain. 3 goals scored. Again, guys, I picked a game that's had goals in it, so listen to Prophet, man. He knows what he's doing when he comes to World Cup games. Right, Spain coming forward again. That's gone wide. 2 minutes to go, people. 2 minutes to go here. We're into the 94th minute of a 96. No, I hear you, that Tom Kid. I hear you on that. It's not been the best 3-0 game ever. I've seen better 3-0s than this. That's for sure. It's a drawing. They've had enough to beat Austria in it. They've done enough to beat Austria. It's not been amazing, but they've got the job done, as you'd say. They've got the job done. Final minute here, people, of the 96. We're into the 95th now. Cleared away by Spain. Austria trying to make something happen late, but it's too late, man. You're 3-0 down now. They're heading out. .30 seconds to go. Right. Ref, just blow up on 96, please. I wasn't hoping. I just said it would be nice, to be fair. I'm not really bothered who wins. Not bothered who wins the World Cup either. As long as it's not England, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't mind. But I always knew Spain would have too much for Austria today. You just naturally think after 2 upsets have happened, can more happen, but sometimes they don't. That's the game over, people. That is full time. It is full time here. Spain have beaten Austria by 3-0 to book their place into the round of 16. Not a vintage performance from Spain, not their best performance. Who knows, not Tom Kid? Who knows? Who knows, man? What can you even say when you're 3-0 down? But not the best performance from Spain. But they had enough in the tank to beat Austria. I was a bit disappointed. Expect a bit more from Austria, but yeah, Spain into the round of 16, where I believe they'll play Portugal, which will be, or Portugal or Croatia. So that'll be an interesting game. Like 3-0 down, man, or 2-0 down. But yeah, who knows what they say to each other, man? Who knows? But guys, I'm gonna head off, man. Appreciate you guys joining me. I'll be back at 12 for the Portugal Croatia game, and we'll see what happens there. Big up to Nighttime Kid. Big up to my brother Emmanuel. Big up to Clive. Big up to Natasha. Big up to AR. Big up to my brother Vids. Guys, make sure you sub to Vigilante, please, on both of his channels. Big up to Suge. Big up to AFC always. Again, condolences, bro. Condolences, brother. Big up to Andre. Big up to Nighttime Kid on his other on his other channel or account, and then big up to Luis Gomez Jr. as well. Bless up to you all. I appreciate every single one of you locked in. It means a lot. And I'll speak to you guys, or I'll see you guys back here at 12 for the Portugal vs Croatia game. For now, peace out. See you guys in a bit. And I'm out. Latest.